Hello. I'm so excited about tonight's show. How is everybody tonight? Let me just jump inside our little room here.
I've got it right up there.
And we will find out just
right there.
Who is here. Oh, fantastic. But I'm just going to go right over here so I can see everybody. All right. So let me see if I see us all here. We're here. Okay. We have a really special show tonight, and the room is already really packed. And of course, by the end of the show, we will be.
What does packed mean?
Packed means that people are rolling in. By the end of the show, I'm sure we will have over 1,000 views, and then by tomorrow it'll be 2,000, and so forth and so on. But the people that are actually able to be with us live, which is you, I'm really excited. Can you tell? Can you tell? Huh? I don't have any caffeine in me. This is just pure excitement.
Well, let me catch up with you.
Uh-oh.
John?
He's on it. All right. So
John.
Hello on behalf of John and Dora.
Close up over here, buddy.
Todd's ready for his close-up.
I'm just saying.
That's right.
I'm going to catch up with Kat. She's obviously been into the coffee way earlier than me.
I haven't had
all right,
any
back
coffee.
to the two shot. I just wanted to say I am on my way.
Okay, so I'm looking. Hey, Seth and Francine, Jennifer, Mark and Kathy, Cheryl's here. Tracy's here. Arlene is here. Debbie Rouse from Australia. Marcus Collins is here. Boy, is he here. Marcus, the interview came out great. You're awesome. And I'm going to just get started. First of all, my sister's here. Hey, Kim. Everybody's here. All right. All right. So this is why I'm so excited.
Okay.
Okay, I'm excited.
You can't start this soon because you don't have enough people yet. You're just getting warmed up.
No, we have good. We're not going to do the interview for a few minutes, only because I do want the.
That's
room
what
to,
I meant.
But
yeah,
we
you want to build up.
We're good right now. I mean, we're really good at this moment.
Dwight is here.
Dwight is here. Dwight Reynolds is here. All right, so I'm excited because this show is going to be so fun tonight. We have 2 amazing auction items that we'll put up in a few minutes, and they will run for the duration of the show. So if you want to bid on them, you have until the end of the show. And so I'll talk about those in a few minutes. But
and you have good giveaways tonight.
We have amazing giveaways for tonight. It's fun. We're going to do a trivia thing at the end of the show. Also, we have an amazing guest tonight, Marcus Collins from the Texas Tenors, who I love to pieces, and who's so talented and gorge, and an amazing human being.
Is that your look? Maybe I'll do my hair blonde. I could do yellow blonde streaks right here. I wasn't sure.
You know what? What's funny? But he is
hot.
He's hot. It's just the way it is.
Is he hot?
And
you like his teeth?
No, this means.
Oh no! I see.
Delicious. That's what it means.
I get it.
And he's such an amazing person, and what a talent! Super talented. And let's see what else. We have just all kinds of things to do tonight. How was your day?
Well, we had an emergency today at the country club, and I was called in for an emergency round of golf. We don't normally play on Mondays, but we had to play today because it was under 90.
Well, we
here in Vegas. That's pretty rare.
No, we've been suffering through 108 and 110 as in the last few weeks. It dropped down to 93 yesterday, and I thought that was just
in the
purely,
80s today.
Wonderful. Today was 82, and it's going to go back up. But for our chickens and for all of our
Well, for this time of the year, though,
it's
staggering to get that. So we all rushed out, and John came, and we all
Aren't you glad I'm not a hen-pecking wife, if you will excuse the pun? Aren't you glad that you didn't come in and say, honey, I've been called to the golf club.
No, I said there's an emergency at the golfers.
But aren't you glad that I'm not the kind of wife that goes, but no, you don't play golf on Mondays. You have to be home with me. Aren't you glad? Because what did I say?
Sounds good. Get the hell out of here. Leave me alone so I can get this show ready.
That's right, because this show takes all day to prepare for. Also, Ryan Clements, who's back in Pennsylvania, he remotely.
You know what? Let's just do happy birthday to Ryan. One more time, because Ryan, he's not with us, but I'm feeling a happy birthday call out.
Carrie Pfister, happy birthday.
He's watching, so here we go on 3.
Ryan, this is for you.
2, all together now. 3. Okay,
Ryan,
thank you.
So
just want that. By the way, I want to officially announce the end of Ryan's birthday is today. So
it was birthday the miniseries.
For 2 weeks has passed. And we did, I think, about 5 happy birthdays. We only do that to people that hate being sung to.
Right.
So,
Plus, we don't have to pay royalties.
by the way, now I'm on to this is the
oh, the
Te Java.
tea. Yeah.
The Te Java is good too.
Okay, well, my allergies are on fire, so if I sneeze during the
It was crazy
show,
windy,
it's
was
not
not?
COVID.
You're
no,
right.
I know, crazy.
Crazy
Yeah,
windy
we
here in
had
Vegas.
60 mile
But it
an
did
hour
it did
winds.
blow away patio furniture, but it also blew away all the heat. So we'll go with
Yeah,
that.
we'll go with that. But you know what? The pigeons. I was worried about my
Yeah.
pigeons because they were hanging
But
onto
they're
the
smart,
wall.
you know. They know what to do.
Yeah, and they picked a good place. Okay. So
Having said that,
so let's go ahead and just put the auction items up, so then we can get on with the rest of
All
the
right.
show. Okay. So Dora, I'm going to have you help me with this, and Ryan,
Go to the
thank
2
you for
shots
all
so
the
we
work
can have
you
her.
did remotely today. So the first auction item we are going to have, of course, this is the Debbie Reynolds auction. So we have how many plates?
We have a set of 4 right now.
A set of 4 plates.
no, I think
yeah.
that's a different set. So this is the
these
set.
are beautiful. And what home did you live in when these were?
These
These are Debbie Reynolds from her personal collection.
Right. So I'm going to guess that that was all part of the Greenway days because, first of all, my mother's favorite color was green.
Right.
And she loved things that were gold gilded because when she was younger, she couldn't afford anything at all. So the idea of having gold gilded anything was a real cool thing. But this is a cool little thing. These were part of her personal collection. I don't have the whole set anymore, so to me, this is like more of a collectible.
So we have 4 of her plates, and they are beautiful, really beautiful. So if these were in the Greenway era, that would-
1950s through
1950s. And you know, I'll tell you.
What does it say on the back?
Well,
because
you
it'll
need
tell
your,
you.
seeing
Well, I
eye
mean,
dogs
it's
for that.
yeah.
So I'm going to be real careful with these.
Okay, so
because the
these
set of
are
4
from
of her
France.
plates-
These are from
okay.
France, which means
Yes.
they were purchased on one of our outings to Europe. We used to do these family trips.
Okay, now.
So that's one item.
Now, this, do you remember this?
I do.
Okay, because this is a bundle. So the 4 plates, and then this is a mother of pearl,
Mm-hmm.
right? Mother of pearl. Do you have a picture of this by any chance?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so that people can see what it also looks like. But what is this a votive, or is it for a votive candle, or is it for
No.
a shot, or is it? For,
Let me see the
but
inside.
but it's gorgeous.
I don't think you'd really want to be putting liquids. I mean, it obviously had liquids in here,
Yeah.
but I really think, I don't know. So I tell you, this came out of the Palm Springs house, and it was sitting on her makeup thing. I have a feeling she kept tchotchkes in here. I'm not saying you.
We just taught.
I'm not
Dora
saying
the
you
word
couldn't pour. That'd be
tchotchkes.
one hell of a shot, though. If you were to fill this up, that's a double shot right there, and
Yep.
you'd be gone.
But
no, I
anyway,
don't think anybody ever did that.
Is it one of a kind?
It's a one-off, one-of-a-kind
Okay.
little thing. You see that picture up there, John?
All right.
Well, I mean, look, there's a lot
We
of
can go to
little
Apple
things that
TV
we
with
had.
that, right?
Yeah, it's up there. He had it
Okay.
up.
Perfect.
You know, a lot
so
of
that's
a lot
what
of.
this looks like.
Now wait,
close
that's
up.
going as a separate thing or with
No,
that?
this is with the
The
plates.
plates and the
right?
little tchotchke cup.
And then the last thing is,
Now this is all part of the same lot.
yes, this is a bundle. So it's a Debbie Reynolds bundle. And I love this program because I love the picture on the back so much. And I love everything in it. Now, is this from the
Hotel days,
days?
yes.
This is, so a lot, people, you designed
used
the
to pay-
showroom that was in the Debbie Reynolds
Well, there's
Hotel.
a picture of it. Keep going right there.
Okay.
There's the showroom and
So
the
Todd
hotel.
designed that for his mom. And this is a great.
So we had a bunch of these made that
Yes.
when the hotel closed, I had a few boxes left. So that's where these keep coming from. Now this, on the other hand, was
This is the stage production of Annie Get Your Gun, which Debbie did a tour of.
right. I would say, but that was
So
I
it's
forgot
got all
the
kinds
date.
of there's Debbie as
Annie.
Annie, and then all the. Sorry, I'm a little fumbly tonight.
Well, that's a little rarer
there's a
because
lot
we didn't have a lot of
pictures.
those. Well, there she is, an Irene, and
Yeah.
between the two of them, though, it does give you a pretty good cross section of her history, and there's some rare photos in there. It's a fun little thing to have. I mean, it's certainly not earth-shaking. I mean, the plates and the cup, are very rare in the
Yes.
sense that they're really from her personal stuff.
So that
we
is
used
the
to;
Debbie
those
Reynolds
programs
bundle.
were sold,
Right, and
at
you
the
sold
shows.
them when
Well, no.
when she was in Irene.
Right.
How
so
old were you?
I was 15 years old, and I would sit out in big theater, the Minskoff Theater. There were dual escalators. I had one escalator side, and may have a brochure. I'll show you what I did.
Okay, so we'll go on
Little
your camera.
demonstration
All
here.
right.
Just one brochure is all it's necessary.
We'll do this one.
Souvenir programs. Debbie Reynolds will personally sign this program for you after the show. Now, obviously, that was then, not now. It'd be a little hard to get her to do it now. But that was my routine. So I would hawk, so to speak, and I was able to make $750 a week.
At what
Cash.
time? At what place?
I was 15 years
15.
old, and that was like big money.
That would be $3,000 a week for a
At least,
15-year-old.
at least.
You enterprising thing.
Well, and then what happened is, not that I did it on purpose, but I was able to oust the guy that was running the whole thing. And I eventually was making 4 times that amount because I took over the whole thing.
But he was stealing.
Yes, but
Yeah.
so it wasn't me. He cut his own throat. But then I took over the whole thing, and then I got a cut on everything.
Yeah.
So then my rent really went up. Anyway, but that was a lot of
Okay,
fun.
so we're going to start the Debbie Reynolds bundle auction item at
Plate, cup, brochures.
plate, cup, 4 plates, the Mother of Pearl cup, and the 2 brochures as a bundle item. And we're going to start this at $5. So just say
Debbie bundle.
Debbie bundle and put $5.
Well, you have to
And-
kind of
and
watch
then
what
you-
people are doing.
And you watch what people are doing. We'll update the auction throughout the show. The money collected for this, by the way, we did.
Well,
get
it either goes to
Thursday we're going
other
to the
prizes.
LVPD, other prizes, but we're also buying LVPD.
So we've
all the
made,
hand sanitizer
you guys
and
have been
surface
awesome
sanitizer.
because we've made really decent money here.
Yeah, to
so,
do this.
So it's allowing Kat to not be criticized by Ryan and I by giving away too much. It's also allowing the Metropolitan Police of Las Vegas to get more hand sanitizer.
Right.
So we'll keep it up, and as
And
long
you know
as you
what?
guys
There's
are willing.
a couple of animal rescues here.
I think
that
we should
I
give,
want
why don't we
to-
give some of today's to the,
Animal rescue.
no, what's the one on Dean Martin there?
McKee,
Ranch.
And then there's another place here
But
called
why
the
don't, but why don't
Gentle
today,
Barn.
why don't we
Yeah.
take some of this and give it to the McKee Ranch?
Yeah, for
How's that
sure.
sound? Okay.
Because they do incredible things. They rescue
Everything.
well, everything. But
They have horses, they have ducks, geese, chickens.
ranch animals, farm animals. It's very hard to for people. They just drop them off.
Well,
and
and
they're
in
so
Vegas, it's
amazing.
not that practical to have them, and then people
especially
think
in the heat.
seemed like a good idea
yeah,
at the time.
So there is Debbie bundle.
And what about the
Debbie
item over your
bundle.
shoulder?
Okay. So this is the number 2. All right. So you might want to wait before you start bidding because we have one more Debbie Reynolds item. Which
Did you bring the shoes?
The shoes are here.
Okay.
But this is a true vintage piece. It's not that it was just Debbie Reynolds and she loved this piece, and she wore it all the time in the 70s. It's a vintage piece because there was a designer named Holly's Harp, and Holly Harp was this very, very, very famous designer. She designed a lot of clothes for entertainers, and she had a store.
It's
but it
right
was
over your shoulder,
super
though. We can
high-end.
see it in your camera.
Can
But
you
now,
see it?
John, go to the Apple TV, and you can see the.
You can see, and there's a picture of it.
No, but I mean, go to Apple TV,
Yeah,
and you'll.
I just wanted you to be able to see the detail in this because this is, I think, from the 70s,
There you
early
go.
70s, and it's in really great condition. But it's something she wore a lot. If you look at the back, look at the work in that. It's absolutely amazing, and also the front. It's
Well,
just-
you picked this out.
She's tiny, tiny. Your
Right.
mom was really
Okay, so her
small.
shoe size is 6. I know that. I don't know about the
Look
rest
at
of it.
this. So the shoes are actually going to go with the dress, and they look at them. They're just tiny. Look
Now,
how little
I know
her
those
feet
are
were.
6. Don't. Now, by the way, so
You-
I'm not saying.
I'm going to
some
look
people,
because I think they're smaller.
No, they're not. They're 6. You had 7. Dora almost fit into them, and they were set. Dora,
Yes.
Dora
you're
tried
7, and
on
you almost
everything,
swore
and
'em.
the shoes
So
are-
I'm pretty sure they're 6.
Yeah.
I knew that part.
So these are Bruno Magli shoes.
So John, let's get a close-up
Nice close-up
of
of
the
those.
inside of that. Come on, this camera. There you go. So it's, as you can see, it says Bruno Mali.
And they're so tiny. And
But
she
they're
did wear
a
them.
beautiful
They're-
leather.
They're worn by her, but they're
Yeah, these are not. So we didn't pick something that's, like an unworn Debbie. These are things that she liked and wore.
Loved.
So like that would be a dress shoe with that dress.
It is the Holly Harp jacket, and her
Jacket or dress?
Oh no, it's just a little jacket.
That's
It's not a dress.
That's not a dress.
No,
You can.
no. If it was a dress, you would get arrested even in today's.
Really?
Yes. See, it's tiny.
I don't know.
and-
I think a lot of people.
No, look,
Some guys would enjoy that.
you really had to go there, huh?
Well, I'm just saying what I see.
All right.
It's
a
the obvious.
jacket. I'm
It's
just
obvious
making that
that-
clear.
I think I would
And-
rather see it as a
and,
dress. Just,
and a
just
pair
saying.
of her shoes. So let's call that item Debbie
Outfit.
outfit. So Debbie outfit. That's the second bundle.
Now
and the
Bruno
last
Mali
thing.
and this
Hold on.
designer are both kind of famous designers.
Oh,
is that-
yes, he's still a famous. I mean, his things are still, But back then, I'd say those shoes probably. I can't even imagine what they cost because today, they'd be off the
Here in
charts.
Vegas, it'd be $1,000 or something, right?
No, Vegas is actually.
Yeah, the
really-
outlet store.
I don't know, but so that's Debbie outfit, and let's start that at $5. And of course, anything that goes over a certain price, we are giving a piece of the dance floor from the Debbie Reynolds
Everything
dance
over
studio with-
$250.
So everyone
gets,
who has already bought things at the auction, as soon as that floor comes in and I can get the
Actually,
plate
it's-
on it, you will be receiving that also.
might be able to come up with. Just keep going.
Okay.
I'll find
well,
you a picture of that.
I just want to get that going so I can get on to my
Here.
favorite part of the show.
No, but I want you to see there.
What's that?
That is the dance floor, John. So,
Oh,
so there
wow.
is the floor. It's in the van. It arrived in Vegas this afternoon, and that's three-quarter inch quarter sawn oak. That originally came from the MGM studios and was in Debbie Reynolds dance studios for over 40 years.
Yeah.
Danced on by everybody from Fred Astaire to Michael Jackson to my mother.
But-
so we're going to cut pieces of that, we'll decide how long they're
So
reasonable.
we've had this at the ranch for the last few years, and so it just is arriving there
Today.
to us today. All right, but I have to get little plaques made, so we'll just have to wait a few days for that.
Right.
And then we'll cut them and put them there. But I thought you were crazy when you were ripping out the dance floor when the dance studio
Well, I might
closed.
be, but that's a separate
thought,
issue.
Why are you doing that? And it was sentiment for you at that time, wasn't it?
I react to things based on something that I think is important. Now, this is something my mother kind of handed down to me. If I think something needs to be saved for historic reasons or otherwise, then I do it. I have been programmed to believe that history is important. I was always shocked in Los Angeles when they would tear down landmarks. Shocked. I fought with a friend of mine, Robert Noodleman, to stop the redoing of the Hollywood Bowl. Now, they did
John,
it
I'm going
anyway.
to have you go to Todd because he's talking. So there you go.
They did it anyway. They tore down the Hollywood Bowl anyway. But we fought to keep the Hollywood Bowl as it was, and they could update it, but they had to tear it down because LA is LA. I mean, they literally have torn down every single landmark in Los Angeles over the years, under the idea that it's somehow, progress or whatever. But to me, there are certain things that are history
Yes.
that should be preserved for future generations, that especially important buildings like that. And so when I see things, being torn down or torn up, and in this case, our dance studio, I knew the history of those floors, and I knew that needed to be preserved. Just like my mother knew the history of these costumes,
Yes.
knew they needed to be preserved because it's important. Oh, it's not earth-shaking. I mean, it's not like we all can't live without it. But I think that as a people, we need our history. This is why I was not thrilled about the whole statue thing that's going on right now around the country, because I think that regardless of who these people are, it's part of our history. It doesn't mean we have to behave that way now, whatever was going on, good, bad, or otherwise. But it is history, and it is important to be able to tell those stories. It's important to tell the stories sometimes where you could say, this is where we were, we shouldn't go there again.
Right.
This is who this person was. He was that way because his people were like that. But we don't have to be that way. We can be different. So I'm not all hung up on what all this is all about. And build other statues and beautiful things to other people that are worth celebrating. I mean, my goodness, we have some great heroes in this country. I mean, but the idea of tearing down these statues, especially like right now they're talking about tearing down a John Wayne statue and renaming John Wayne Airport in Anaheim. What? John Wayne? Come on.
Oh, I know.
Get the hell
all
over
gotten
it.
too
I mean,
crazy
that's
for me.
out of control. So all I'm saying is history is important. The floor is important. I kept the floor. I'm going to share some of it with you. I have enough to lay down a whole nother studio, which I will do.
Right, and let me just say this. Your mother collected all of the pieces that she did, saved that floor, everything, not for herself. She didn't keep things in her house, per se. The red ruby slippers were in her house, her Charlie Chaplin
But not
stuff was-
originally.
Right, but she did it for the people. And so when people realized that we had a football field and a half full of items that were collected lovingly by her, and no museum was built, and then we had the auction. While she was still here, she had to have the auction, and wept over losing her children, is how she felt about the things she collected. And also, you know, even with regular folks, when they get older, you know, they love their house, they don't want to leave their house, they love their things, and it's a very heartbreaking thing to when people, their kids or grandkids don't want their things, or you know, they say, oh, come, she would say, come and show me what you want. Debbie used to do that.
Yes.
And we would go around and she'd say, do you want this? Do you want this? The things in her house. We're like, Mom, we want everything. You know, we don't want your things to go into the four winds, because though we can't keep everything, it's impossible. They're going into the hands of people who care and will preserve them for her and maybe leave them to their children. So
It's all part of our history.
It is
And
part
I think
of our history.
and I think it's important. And when I say that, I mean our history collectively. I mean my history and her history with you.
Yeah.
You know, and with you. We all have this sort of mixed history. And your personal family photos and things need to be handed down, and the stories need to be handed down to people that are capable of handing them down.
Right. Because if you don't hand them down to people who care, then they won't be here anymore. And that is just sad.
To lose our history would be really, to lose anybody's history is sad. And I think this is a bigger conversation because of what I said earlier about our history as a nation. To not know our history as a country is equally, or it's worse. But we all have our little miniature histories, and that was Debbie's history. But to lose the history of this country is a true mistake. Because as they said, those that don't know their history are doomed to repeat it. And I mean, I think that we don't want to repeat our history. This ground was expensive.
Yes, exactly. And I agree with everything you said. So we're going to go on, because I can't wait to show this interview.
Moving right along.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing.
So far we are in Debbie's outfit, 500.
Debbie's outfit is up to 500,
And the Debbie bundle is up to 600.
and the Debbie bundle is up to 600. So we'll give you updates, because there's like 2,000 comments by the time we're done with the show, and I know what it's like to go back.
And let people know that, you know, we will do this each show as best we can. We'll do
so
our best.
both of those, the floor is a part of each one of those bundles now.
Right.
Fish.
But we will try to have this stuff going in each show. So if you don't happen to get this, I can't do like what we've done in some cases where I was able to quickly throw together a matched pair because it was easy. But these are one-off deals. It's not like I have any more of any of this.
Yes.
But as it relates to the clothing, that's it. But we will do other clothing, because I do have some really cool Debbie
Yeah, we do.
clothing items, and I would like to share it.
And it's just so exciting. John Stetson said we should auction off a dinner with Dora, and he put $400 as the first bid.
Whoa!
She said 500. Anyway, we're just kidding. Okay, so let's
It's not a bad idea, actually.
right. So let's
Sounds
go
like
to
a
something
that
that I'm
sounds
so
like a
excited
movie.
about.
A Dinner with Dora,
Dinner with Dora.
starring Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn.
We'll be back with auction updates. But so I want to talk about Marcus Collins for a second, because we're about to show, the interview I did with him, and what a joy you are, Marcus. I know you're here in the room, and some of your fans are also here in the room, and then you got a lot of fans. Marcus is 1/3 of the Texas Tenors who came crashing onto the scene on America's Got Talent just a little over a decade ago. And so I've always just loved him, and here we go. That's Marcus.
Well, we don't
right
have to
there.
go. I just was.
No, I'm ready. So I know a lot of your fans are on the East Coast, and it's getting late there. So I want to play this.
Explain though why we cut the song down a little bit.
Oh, we had to cut the music down a little bit because we didn't want to get kicked off the air and then have me go to Facebook jail. So, though I would have loved to have played your beautiful music, we had to keep it within the parameters that we're allowed to.
It's a good teaser, though. It does show him interacting.
Oh,
Beautiful orchestra.
yes.
He has a remarkable voice.
And you know what's funny, Mark, is when I just showed Todd the beginning of it. He hasn't actually seen the interview yet. Ryan edited and he did a beautiful job. But when we were looking at this song that plays before we start the interview, he looked to me and he said, "It's just so effortless for him." And I said, yes. And that's the true mark of a great singer.
He gives out, this beautiful sound with the same effort that somebody just speaks. I mean, it's like, and I'm talking rangy stuff, not easy notes to hit for anybody else. So he's a remarkable, talented singer. And
remember when I took you to see them in concert at the rally?
Of course,
yeah,
absolutely.
And
no,
I was just beaming because
they did all their patriotic
music,
and it was awesome.
Okay, here we go.
Off we go.
Marcus Collins.
Switching to Apple TV.
Apple TV.
Led me to where you are. Now others who broke my heart, they were like northern stars, pointing me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know is true, that God bless the broken road and led me straight to you.
Okay, so here we are. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I'm with Marcus Collins. Hello,
Kat,
Marcus.
you look beautiful. You look beautiful as always. Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you.
Thank you for doing it. I haven't talked to you in such a long time.
Too long. Too long.
I've been trying to think how long it's been since I met you, and I think we're at 10 years, so that you were in Las Vegas and we had the show opening of America's Got Talent live here at Planet Hollywood. Do you remember?
Yeah. Yeah. I remember seeing you there, but I met you way back on
Yes, you
a little show that you did for just a few years when I was a struggling actor in New York and doing extra work. And I finally got my first couple lines on that little show that some folks might know you from, of course. So, but so I met you briefly then, but then really met you in Las Vegas with America's Got Talent Live.
Right, and I'll never forget meeting you because you said to me, "We've actually met before." And I said, "We have," because I have a very good memory. And so you said, yes, you had been on One Life to Live and that you had been an extra and an under five. And that this is the part that really made me feel great. You said that I was really nice to you.
Yep. Because not everyone is, unfortunately, in the business. And I've been in New York doing a lot of extra work for a while. And I took a class with Tori, the casting director. I took her class. She was awesome. And I had worked on As the World Turns. I worked on Guiding Light and a few other shows and movies. And then I finally got my chance to work on One Life to Live, which was, I think, July of 2004 or 2005 or something.
Okay, think about this. We're about to head into July, so we're about to have a One Life to Live anniversary with you because that was a long time ago, so.
Yeah, 16 years ago. Wow.
Right. So what's amazing and why I love this story is because there's so many people out there and that have a dream and they don't even know how to believe in themselves right now because everything is so discombobulated and nothing is happening. And, one day it will be happening again. But I love our story because that we met when you were there, and then you went off and joined this really great little group, the Texas Tenors. And I want to know how the three of you came together, because I'm not sure you actually knew each other very well at that point. So, but I don't know the story exactly. So how did the three of you get together to go on America's Got Talent?
Well, JC and I had been, it's myself, JC, and John.
Right.
And JC and I have been friends since 2000. We met on a cruise ship. So we worked on a cruise ship together. I was sort of the pop singer. He was more of the classical singer on the ship, and it was on the Celebrity Millennium, which was a brand new ship at the time. And I had never been out of the country before. So it was my very first time out of the country. And the ship was sailing from Europe, from France, being built in France. So I met JC there, and we became fast friends. My father had passed away in December, just before that, in 1999, December. And so I instantly connected with JC, and we've been like brothers ever since. And then JC met John working on a construction site in Kansas City. So JC was doing his guest entertainer work on cruise ships and working around the country as a singer. But when he was home, he'd do these odd jobs working construction. So he met John. John was, and this is true, he heard Nessun Dorma, like in one of the rooms off and on the construction site. And he thought, who's playing a recording of Nessun Dorma? Who's listening to classical music? So he went around the corner, and it was actually John singing.
Wow.
Nessun Dorma. He's so good. And so they struck up a conversation about classical music, about being tenors, and about struggling because, they're both working construction and, not really working in the business too much as singers at that time. And I was in Los Angeles trying to make it because my agent, who I'd had in New York, she said, oh, you're in New York, but you should go to Los Angeles because that's where you're going to break in and you're going to do all these big things. So I was in Los Angeles trying to make it. And JC said, we should audition for America's Got Talent. I've got a buddy. He's a singer. He's a tenor. And John, you're not doing anything right now. I'm not. Let's form a trio of tenors and let's audition for America's Got Talent. I love the show. I watch it with my wife, my kids. Let's audition for the show. So we put a tape together. He called me. I wasn't doing anything. I had an audition for a Kelly Clarkson music video, I think, at the time. I didn't get it. So I said, hey, I'll come and let's do this. And then we went in front of the judges, which is one of the judges, of course, the Hoff.
Oh,
And,
I forgot about that.
Yeah. See, we're connected in so many ways.
Yes.
We're really connected. And it keeps coming back. And we got through to the finals of the show. It was season 4. And it just was the right time, the right season with Sharon and the Hoff and Piers Morgan. And we started booking shows right away. And then we did the Americas.
Before the season was over, people saw you on the show and wanted the Texas
people saw us
Tenors.
on the show. They started emailing. They started calling.
Wow.
And we luckily had the foresight to kind of, get the website and we had some material that we wanted to record. So we put together an album quick before the show went live. We've been partners now in a group for these last almost 11 years. And if we
think
didn't
about that. Because most groups don't make it that long when there's like several people in a group. Somebody always kind of freaks out. They kind of freak out and they go solo and it breaks that magic up. And there's nothing wrong with going solo. As a matter of fact, right now, I think you're recording a solo album, but you're still with the Texas Tenors.
Yeah, I am. I'm recording a solo album. They've encouraged me to record it. And we're also recording our next tenors record as well. So I'm down here in the studio in Waxahachie, Texas, is where I live. And they're in Kansas City recording, and I'm recording down here.
Wow.
And I'm sending files there for our Tenors record. And then I'm mixing and recording my solo album, which is kind of a mixture of pop and country.
Yeah.
But I'm also working on a second album at the same time because there was so much music that I wanted to do. And I was so excited to you know, when you're in a group of three, it's challenging because everybody has to agree on a song, and all of a sudden I'm recording something and I can sing whatever I want.
Oh, I know.
Which is something.
Yeah, no.
I hope people keep following their dreams. It's tough right now. It's difficult. We get sad. You know, we get introverted because we're not talking to a lot of people, not socializing a lot. But, you know, call your family and get out and do a FaceTime and do a Zoom call, or do this with your amazing friends that you haven't seen in 5 or 6 years, and connect with them like we're connecting right now, because that's so important, and it'll affect your life forever. You know, this will affect me for a long time, because I love talking with you and seeing your shining face, and you're just, you know,
I love it.
And I know this is probably not, I don't know if this is appropriate or not, but I want to talk about you for just a second.
Oh,
okay?
Marcus.
No, please let me. Please let me.
Okay, all right.
Because I never in my life have experienced a person who radiates light and love and radiates a positive energy. And you know that it's there because you have these unaffected souls, these beautiful animals coming to you, and they're walking to you. A deer comes up to you, and a chicken and a goat and dogs that are lost go to your house to find their owner because they know that you can help them. I mean, you have the most amazing, beautiful spirit, and it's like you're a living Snow White. You're like this living being that attracts love, and the purest love, the purest life is the life of that animal that's untainted by the world. It's not affected by politics and not affected by the world that we live in. They have their life, their pure life, that pure innocence of life, these animals, and they come to you. They come to you because you radiate that. And that is you. That is Kat Hicklin. That is you. And I appreciate you. And this is my chance to say it. And I'm going to say it loudly and proud.
Oh,
and
wow.
you own it, because that is you. You are love and light and a pure of heart and beautiful, beautiful soul and beautiful person. And thank you for including me in your
my sphere.
Yeah.
You know what, Marcus?
I appreciate it.
I, in the old days, would have went, oh, no. But of course, you move me to tears because kindness is always something that gets me. But I just want to say I receive it. And that's something that I have had to learn to do, you know, in life. And we all do. You know, we learn to receive love and compliments and things that are sincere. And it does move me to tears because it's a beautiful thing. And I wish that if anybody learns anything from watching this particular segment is to tell people how you feel, because that just made me feel so great. And I do receive it. I believe it and I receive it. How's that? In the old days, I push it away. Now I say thank you. You know, so you are also a beaming ray of light, and I love everything about you. You're really great. And
do you like the fact that you had to go and do a call with someone in Texas to become to have Vegas back here? Did you know you were calling
to become part of your world, right? I'm part of your world in there right now. Yes, I love that.
Let's see. How's that? Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you make my collection complete? Come on down. Wouldn't I be the one who has everything?
Everything.
Oh, see?
See?
We have to sing with you. We have to.
I absolutely, I'm down for it. And also, before I go, I just remembered that you were going to maybe come out to film a music video at our ranch. You called me about that. And I was going to direct it with Todd. We were going to just do it as a love project, you know. I mean,
we're going to come and stay for like a week and just
just let you know, we still have it. So if you want to come sit on hay bales and sing and make something special, we still have that ranch, and it's very safe out there because it's in the middle of nowhere. And so anytime, how's that?
You know what? We're going to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, people say, "Oh, sure, that sounds fun." Actually,
Yeah.
we need to do that, and we're going to take you up on it because it's an opportunity that you just can't.
And we have plenty of room for the three of you, and even mates. So that would be great. I love you, Marcus. Thank you for
love you too,
saying
Kat.
yes to this.
Thank you for having me on. This has been so much fun, and thanks for letting me share this time with you and all your people out there, your supporters out there. It's meant a lot to me.
Well,
from my home in Waxahachie to you
in Las
Vegas. Thank you.
That was amazing.
Well, I'll tell you, they just get me.
Oh, well.
I mean, that was just last year. That was the champions coming back to America's Got Talent. So that clip at the end was just last year. And I remember when we were watching it, I was jumped to my feet. I was just so excited because, first of all, I sing that song with two other guys. So we do a 3-part harmony of that. And I love that song. But Marcus, I'm going to thank you again for an absolutely amazing interview. We're going to post the interview up on my Facebook page in its entirety. We're just going to cut it just a little bit, and it'll be on my Facebook page for those of you who want to watch the interview again or see it.
You could even put a longer version up potentially, right?
Yeah, we do have slightly longer version of it. But you know why I love the group so much? Because they make me feel patriotic.
Oh, for sure. I cried through their all songs that they did at the fair. It was killer.
Yeah. Oh, at the RV rally with thousands of people. And
well, it wasn't that. I was just the way they handle those songs. I mean, it's just it's so beautiful.
And they do gospel, and they do all kinds of incredible music that just makes you proud. That's one of my favorite songs. I can't remember Proud to be an American, but I can't remember what the name of that song is. That's not the name of it.
It's not. Well, at least in life,
they're so great. So Marcus, thank you. Always. I just love you to pieces. And you say hi to JC for me too. I don't know.
And you're sure you don't want me to get my hair colored blonde like that? Because he's got some pretty nice hair color there. I don't know.
Well, no doubt. It's almost like mine, actually.
It is.
Yeah.
But she thinks he's hot.
Oh, look at everybody loving on
How
that.
much? So would you? It's official. Doris said she would go out to lunch with him for free. Whatever the bidding was can stop. He gets the free lunch.
I know. Yes.
God bless the USA.
That's right. That song, the tenors, you have to cry when you hear that because it is just so beautiful.
Ironically,
yes,
not everybody feels that way. And
okay, we're not going there.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying I'm not sure exactly how it gets into. I mean, you and I feel the same.
You're just dead if you don't
If
hear
you're not
that
moved by
song
that.
and are moved by that, no matter if it's Lee Greenwood or whoever sings it, and the Texas Tenors nail it. Huh?
He's saying, let's go.
Let's go. That's right.
Exactly.
Marcus,
There he
thank you
goes.
so
Did he
much.
say that?
I'm looking at all the love you got there, and you have your fans here, and you know.
I think that might
that's
be
so
the deal
great.
of the day.
What's that?
Lunch with Dora.
Yep.
He goes out with Marcus. That's the deal of the day. Might be a mitzvah.
A mitzvah. That's right. Well, anyway, I am just thrilled.
What do you hear?
Yeah.
You hear
Just
wedding
thrilled.
bells?
Thank you for
hear
blessing
wedding-
our show.
Wedding bells are ringing.
Okay, so, Marcus, hope you'll stay with us, but if you don't, I understand. And I just love that everybody they're still loving on you. Look at this. Look, lots of hearts flying
Because he
up.
is real, he's talented, he's real, and that's a rare combination.
Isn't it true?
It's true.
You know, it's so funny. I've been in this business for about 'I'd say about 43 or
The
44
talent to
years.
bullshit ratio gets way out of whack.
All of a sudden,
No.
poof, we're off the air.
No, that's not one of the F-bomb is the one.
No,
They even
well,
let that one fly.
No,
Come on.
can we just get through the show? That's because I got put in Facebook jail one night, and it took me a couple of days to get out.
But it was not because of my F-bombs.
Yeah, but that's,
It was not.
We-
Those were Carrie
it's
F-bombs.
okay. It's a
I
family
was quoting
show.
Yes.
Yes.
And in that context, any F-bomb is
I'm
legal.
starting to sweat, so let's just move on. So I'm sweating, and it's not because did you notice I got all Texas
You
stuff? I
are.
got Westerned up.
I didn't know that was the motif, or I would have brought in my gear.
Well, I just grabbed it
Oh,
out of the
I do have
closet.
my Western belt buckle
That's
on.
right.
See
Let's
there?
get that was
Close up, Johnny.
Was that Debbie's?
Yeah, John, there you go. So that is a Bolin Western belt buckle. Was given to my mother by the Coca-Cola Bottling Company in 1954 during the Rose Parade.
Oh.
And it was just hanging in her closet when I was a teenager. And one day, it was sort of fashionable to wear a cowboy belt back in the 70s.
Right.
And I said to her, "That's really a cool cowboy belt." She said, "Oh, you can have it." Now, I didn't know at the time that it was three-tone gold. It's rose gold, yellow gold, white gold. Didn't know that. So I wore this thing every day when I was a teenager and all through my
So
20s.
how old is that belt buckle?
1954.
It's older than you are.
It is older than I am
Yeah.
by several years. But it's always been like one of my prized, because, there's not a lot of my mom's jewelry that I can wear, at least not in public. And so, sometimes,
You know, it's funny when you say by several years. It reminds me that I'm actually
a cougar.
a cougar. Yeah, I'm older
Which
than my
explains your
husband.
attraction to animals.
Speaking of animals, shall we see? Let's
We
go
better
to the
check it.
animal cam.
We
and see
should
if
check on the animals
Yeah, check
for
on
sure. It's
the
been hours.
senior pen just to
been
make
almost
sure.
an
So
hour.
we're going into our backyard to see the chickens, make sure that they're okay
I
because
think
they
I
put
have to-
themselves
we
away.
have
Want to
to
make sure.
We have to refresh these things.
That's okay.
No,
All right.
it'll come
So
on.
let's
Here we
check on
go.
the chickens and then give stuff
Oh,
away.
look what's going on out there.
Oh,
there's
their,
cleaning
their
going
pool
on.
is getting clean.
Clean
That's
up.
the duckies and the
Clean
geese
up
pool.
time.
Go to the seniors. Let's
Oh, well,
see
the
how they're
juniors'
doing.
house, people are starting to get put away. But let's
go
look
into the
outside.
yard, yes.
Going into the juniors' yard.
Let's go into that's
Charlie's, and so you
their,
have
the
both.
turkey is there. Both turkeys.
What's her-
Mr. and
Popcorn.
Mrs. Charles Fisher.
Charles Popcorn Fisher and Charles Fisher.
Yep, Popcorn is so cute. That's his new
And
wife,
then
and
you've
they're
got,
crazy about each other.
This group is still hanging.
Let's
Jonesy's
see.
got all his babes with him out front. These, they won't go in without him. I think he's got,
Well, yes.
he's got control of that group right there.
Well, there's a lot of. You know what? These guys don't want to go to bed. They're hanging outside their door. They put their little house is right there, and the air conditioning is on because.
Well,
it's
we can go
warm.
inside their house. This is the house that they're not going in. Now, you could see Reggie's already up and away with
He
one
goes
others.
to bed first. He's the
But
old
that's
man.
the same. They're just outside that door.
Right. So that's cool. All right. So
And last but not least is Nugget waiting
oh,
to
look
go
at
in.
he is so look at he wants to come in. You do not have to do it now. Right after the show is over, Dora and I run outside and we make sure all the animals are locked up, and we have to bring we bring the ducks in. The ducks, even though they're months old now, the duckies we bring in to the house, put them in their cage. Because
we can.
We can, and we love them. So, yes, video clips. Okay. Oh, that's right.
We have
Ryan found a special video clip, and then we'll do an auction update. So, this
got
is
it.
your mom at the Oscars, and I think is it 77 or 78? And she did the opening number for the Academy Awards, and Ryan found this, 1978.
Okay.
And I think this is great. Now,
Well, we've been
we have
talking
to be careful
about
we
Debbie.
don't play it too long because,
Right.
you know, the rules.
Well, John, you watch for the whining over there.
Do they whine when we go long? They give you a warning. Okay, watch out for the warning.
Oscar was born 50 years ago in Hollywood, California. The proud parent was the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. The founders never dreamed that its fame would reach beyond California. But over a half a century, we have watched it grow into a symbol of excellence, not only here but internationally. And we've all grown right along with Oscar. Look how far, how far we've come. From that cute little mute little tramp with the cane who would try to get by while we laughed at his pain. Look how far, just look how far we've come. Look how much, just how much, look how much we've grown. Since that time, that sublime Valentino the Chic said romance with a dance long before films could speak. Look how much, just look how much we've grown. Look how we've matured. Look how self-assured. We've been through pranksters and monsters and gangsters, and look how we've endured. Look how far, just how far, look how far we've come. Through that toe tap and show top and eye popping treat, Fred Astaire light his air who has wings on his feet. Look how far, just look how far we've come. Look how we've progressed past the acid test. Even when rain fell, we'd never complain. Hell, we sang and danced our best. Look how far, just how far, look how far we've come. To an intergalactic spectacular chase, and those extraterrestrial guests here from space. From the Max in it pack and the pie in the face, to young John who comes on at a feverish pace. When you view the total sum, you'll see how far we've come.
Yes.
It's very heavy, actually. And every time people come over, they always want to have their picture taken with this. And I just love that. Have you ever seen that clip before?
Never, but I was there.
You
when
were?
They did that. I remember it. Yeah, so I never got to see it because
Were you her date that night?
You know, I don't. It's conceivable that I might have been her date. It is possible.
Yeah.
Because she frequently was let down by men, and I was always in the wings there to fill in.
You were always the man she could count on, she told me.
That's true. And I had my little tuxedo I could bust out for an event like that and look a little more dapper than I do in my golf attire. But Gary told me I need to keep my top button. But as far as you could see why they would even choose her for a number like that. I mean, who has that kind of versatility? Who could dance everything from Saturday Night Fever to Chaplin? You know.
You know who the only person I think that I can think of that's out there that's very well known right now, because clearly there's a lot of people that are on Broadway that can sing, that can act,
Sure.
that can dance. Kristen Chenoweth. She's in movies and television, and she can sing and dance, and she's incredible. And if there was ever anyone that was going to play Debbie, I think it would have to be her, because she's so gifted. Now, it's so funny, that to have a mom that's an American treasure. It's just how does that make you feel?
Well, it's always been a privilege to be with her and see how the public adored her. It was always a privilege. And as part of the way that we accepted that is we just accepted all of her fans as our extended family. And she kind of, educated Carrie and I and made us feel that way, because she felt that way for real. And, as a person who had, boundless energy and capabilities, she also did for everybody.
Yes.
So I know a lot of people that have talent and they're actors and they do that, but what they're able to do for others is limited. And I'm not saying it's their fault, but compared to her, people have great limits, and a lot of people are, of course, wrapped up in their own success. But the idea that she could have spent the time that she spent with Carrie and I and schlepping us around all over the world, literally with her, that couldn't have been easy. It would have been way easier to send us to boarding school with all our friends or whatever, or leave us at home with the nanny. But she didn't, and then the next thing is all the charities, how do you do all that? And then how do you find the time to even learn that freaking number? I mean, that is a one-off number.
Yeah, and a lot of people involved.
A lot of people. That's a big to-do.
Right.
That is not
We
an
don't
easy.
see things like that on the Oscars today, but I suppose that's, we're in a different time or something. But I just love that. Ryan, that was a great find.
It was a great
Yeah.
fun. I was a little concerned at first when you were running it. I was thinking to myself, Facebook could cut us off. But then I realized this song is so obscure that I doubt that anybody would object to us playing that song. It's also like with the Texas Tenor thing too. With Facebook, we don't have the rights to these things. But you have the person that's singing. You think, because I obviously
You're right.
I control Debbie's estate. I mean, I want to share that. And if it gets out on YouTube anyway, we should be able to enjoy those things.
Right.
I don't object to it, so I don't know why anybody else should.
Well, I just think it's great. Now, people are asking what the auction is up to.
Oh, well, wait, why don't you, before you say that, why don't we just quickly review the items?
Okay, so because we're going to give stuff away now, and then after that, it will be the end of the show, so we'll announce the winners of the auction. But she's going to...
Well, you have...
Oh, yes, we are. Okay, while
What?
she gets that information, I have a very tiny video. Now,
which
you notice
one are we
my
doing?
brother hasn't been around. Chicken
Are we doing
Man.
the funny
Yes.
video?
Chicken Man hasn't been around.
Yeah, what happened, Jay Man?
Well, because Dora, first of all, set it up. My brother was crabby for a couple of days. He was, in a crabby mood. He was
Because he
cranky.
couldn't go to L.A., right?
Well, no, I don't know, but we all get that way. So anyway,
We do?
he was cranky. So Dora and Ryan wanted to play a practical joke on him, and so they took his Chicken Man costume. And I just want to say that they utilized my exercise equipment and my Pilates machine upstairs, but what they did with it. It probably had to yank him out of that cranky mood a little bit. So, yeah, it's very short. Go ahead and play
Okay,
that,
here we
and then
go,
we'll
John.
have numbers for you.
This?
No, we
No.
don't. It's not that.
Not that. What is the name of the video that you want to run?
It's after that one. So just move the.
My Movie 50?
No, just move it forward. It's at the end of that video
Oh,
you had on.
So it is part of it.
Yes, but we don't have time for the foodie.
Okay, so how far
so
am I
just
going
move
here?
all the way, keep going, and go right before that.
Right there?
No, little before that.
Before that.
Like 1 second, 2 seconds. All
All right, here we go.
there.
So full screen,
Full
off we go.
screen, Apple TV, here we go. That's my Pilates machine, and that's his chicken suit. And there's the cranky man. We love you. We love you,
Right,
Ryan.
I know you did that. I gotta take a picture of that. Oh, it's beautiful. I didn't even see it the first time. That's genius. Genius.
Okay.
I don't know if you noticed, but the big portrait of Elizabeth Taylor was behind it. Look who's here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Chicken
Mr.
Man, but
Robert
not in the
Hicklin is in the room.
Hello. Do you want to say
We
something?
just ran your film. Did you see yourself?
Yes, well, we did. You at your Robert prank with the chicken on my Pilates machine.
And where is this picture
Oh,
of Liz
well, I had
Taylor you're
nothing to
talking
do
about?
with that. That was a punk.
Where's the
I
Liz
got
Taylor picture?
punked.
The Liz Taylor picture is, I can't, it's behind
Ryan
him.
did
You
that.
can't see it right there, but, oh, they might have put it up later, but they had her face right in the middle. It's that beautiful portrait we have of her. So anyway, there you go. All right, so the numbers.
Okay, Debbie Alfred.
Well, we were going to show the items again, right?
Oh, okay.
So you have the Debbie dress.
Right, we're going to do a giveaway. We're going to give away 6 different prizes right now, and so I'll just show you the items. I can't reach anything right down there. So we have the bundle number 1, which is up to what?
The bundle number $650.
$650, which is a really great thing. So you'll get a piece of the dance floor from MGM and Debbie Reynolds Dance Studio. You will also get 4 of the plates. These were Debbie's, and they're from the, I'd say the 50s,
Probably,
right?
Oh, even before, probably.
Yeah, before when you were on Greenway.
Yeah.
And you also will get this program, which is Annie Get Your Gun from her touring.
You can do it quickly, because
Yeah.
we're just reviewing.
And then the Mother of Pearl cup.
Tchotchke cup
A
and the
tchotchke.
other brochure.
What'd you say? Yeah, for people who came on late,
Right.
because in about 7 or 8 minutes we're going
And
to
then
end
the second
auction.
item. The second
So
item
that's
is
up to $650, I think she
This
said. The
is the-
second item is the jacket behind me. This is a Holly's harp.
and go to
from
camera
the
2, John.
You
I'd say
should
from the
see
early
Dora
70s.
in
Camera
that
2, John.
outfit.
Yes.
Oh my God! You should see.
She looked beautiful.
Oh
and-
my God.
And it fit Dora. It was just, and then the shoes that go with
And
it.
stay right there.
Okay.
Okay, back to her, John.
I do what I'm told.
There you go.
Stay right there. Okay.
Freeze! And the Bruno Mali shoes.
And the Bruno Mali shoes. So those are up to, what is the second one up to?
That's the first one is the outfit.
Oh, the first one is the outfit, and that's $500. The second one,
the bundle.
actually, I think the first one was the plates.
Okay, the plates and the bundle.
Yeah.
Baby bundle is at $650.
$650, and the
The
outfit
outfit is $500.
is up to 500. So
That's-
those are the current numbers. Now let's give stuff away. This is my favorite part of the show. All right, so I'll do a few numbers because I know people like that. We have 6 different giveaways, all right?
Well, you have a trivia video, right?
We do, but so we'll go with the trivia first. Now, get your fingers on the keys, everybody, because these are the easiest ones we've done yet. So just get
And
your
what are we
fingers
giving
on the
away?
keys. So number 1 prize is a $30 gift certificate to CAT Cosmetics, catcosmetics.com, which is my company. So a $30 gift certificate to that, and also a signed photograph of me goes with that. So we're going to play a song, and you have to guess what movie it's from. So don't guess the song, guess the movie that the song is
You ready to
famous
watch,
for, okay?
Dora?
So
Ready?
get your fingers on the keys. Here we go. The first person we see.
You must have somebody get this quickly.
Well, I think it's now too late.
What does that mean?
Well, that was the answer.
I didn't say anything. I said nothing.
I know you said, I'm not blaming you. You're not in
didn't say-
trouble.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, there was a picture. Okay, so it wasn't music, but
Well, she guessed the name of the
who-
picture.
Okay, right. Okay, sorry, I didn't see this before. So we have another shot
Live
at this.
TV. Okay, so
name
but
the
whoever,
movie
no, but
that
whoever,
photo
no,
is
whoa,
from.
whoa, whoa, whoa. She guessed it, right? So
And,
let's.
and who was it? Paula,
Michaels.
Andrea, Michael.
There you go. That's your winner.
You are the winner of the $30 gift certificate at catcosmetics.com.
This was self-explanatory.
Yes. All
It
right.
said
But
name.
this says number 2. Name the movie this photo is from. I don't know why I thought we had music cues.
Okay.
But here
Now,
we go. We're
what are you
gonna-
giving away?
What am I giving away? Guess people
You
would
want
like
to do
to
a?
know
You
that.
want to do a movie?
No, we have it all
You have it all
planned
figured out.
Yes. But I do need you, girl, because, okay. So we have, because I can't, 2, here we go. So this is a bundle, all right? So let me take the number off. It's 2, I'll put that on the back. So what you see here is the luxury hand sanitizer, which is gorgeous. It's a gel, it's got vitamins in it, and also oils so that you don't get your hands all dried out. We also have, I'm going to have you undo all this for me. We also have, should put a lot of tape on that. We also have the,
Here, I'll give you one out of the
flash
box.
drive. Has my Broadway CD on it, and also 3 hypnosis programs of mine for losing weight or quitting smoking, or my favorite, spiritual reconnection with prayer. All 3 of these you must listen to when you're lying down, not in the car, because you will want to go to sleep and get beautiful rest. Also, if you have anxiety or you have trouble sleeping, those are really good programs. So the Broadway CD and 3 of my most popular hypnosis programs are on that. Then also in this bundle comes, is it 2 of my inspirational pens.
Why 2?
Why 2? Because I own the joint. And I said, let's give them 2 pens, because you just never know. It's also a stylus, so if you don't want to touch your phone, yeah, and you might have somebody at home you'd want to give it to.
There she goes, giving the farm away again.
Giving the farm away. And it says, I am loved, I am blessed, I am a child of the Most High God, all is well, okay? Because we're always... we're in a time where we need to affirm every single day. And you also get the Cat Dana, right? So I don't know if I can get these over but this is a 1 piece that you slip over your head. And you can use it in several ways, but the way I like it the most is when I go in somewhere and I can cover my face. And I don't have to tie anything, so that's really good.
Well, it looks a lot better than
Yeah.
those freaking white, sterile-looking
Look
hospital
into my
things.
eyes.
They're beautiful.
Look into my eye.
Well, it's the handshake that gets me, though.
It's the handshake that'll get you every time. So the bundle is all of that. And did I miss anything? I think that's good. So now, name the movie this photo is from. Okay, now that I know what we're doing.
So let's
go to
that.
Apple TV.
There you go. Here we go.
And get your fingers
So you ready, Dora? Okay.
Wait, let Dora get settled.
Stand by.
Okay, ready.
Here we go. There's a photo. Aha!
Oh,
One of my
I
favorites.
love that movie.
One of my favorites.
I love that movie. I have seen it no less than 100 times.
Well, I've seen it many times.
Okay. So.
And there you have it.
Okay. So that, Dora is looking for the answer, and the person who got it, and it came up first in our feed. Has it come through yet?
Yes, Julie. Let me write it down because I.
Just spell it.
Spell it.
Okay, Julie, D-E-I-S-H-E-R.
Julie
Deisher.
Deisher.
Deisher?
Yeah, Julie Deisher. You were the first one that came through. The answer is Animal House. One of my favorite movies ever.
Toga Party!
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Toga.
Thank you, sir.
Am
May
I
I have
missing
another?
something?
No, that's good. Okay, Julie Deisher, you are the winner of my little bundle there.
Okay, prayer.
Yes.
Free, I'm the pen.
Okay. All right. Okay, so number 3. Number 3 is, right, but let me just, she got me taped up there, so here we go. So the Elastin Collagen Cream. This is my face cream. It is unbelievable.
I wore it today out in
Did
the
you?
sun.
It does not have SPF in it.
No, but it has a moisturizer.
But that's because SPF, a lot of people are allergic to it. And if you want to wear SPF on your own, that's fine. But people don't realize that they're allergic to it. They think it's something else they're putting on their face. But if you have dry skin, if you have mature skin, if you have, we live in Las Vegas, so I have skin like a snake weather. And this is 19 years. I have been carrying this, and it is an incredible bestseller. I don't even know how many of these we have sold, but it is the best moisturizer in the world. It is collagen cream. It goes right into your skin. You will see a difference in literally one day. That's how awesome it is. And also, you will get an inspirational pen and stylus with your face cream and a signed photograph of me. I'm going to put that in every single one of these. So for the face cream and 2 pens and
2 pens again.
2
What's
pens
with this
and
2 pen
stylus,
thing?
the inspirational pen. That
Oh.
yeah, you got to get. You can't. Love isn't love till you give it away. You give
Okay.
away. All right.
Here we go.
So wait a minute, and a signed picture. Here we go. Get your fingers on the keys.
Ready, Dora?
Name the movie this photo is from. Going up to Apple TV.
Huh. Bum, 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 bum,
Well, you know what?
bum,
I
bum,
want
bum,
people to
bum,
win.
bum, bum.
That's right. All right.
Bum, bum,
So we're waiting because, of
bum,
course, there's
bum,
always a little bit of a
bum,
little delay. Sasha Renee, you are the winner. The movie, of course, is Rocky. Rocky is the movie.
And that town is hometown to John Haas and my
Philadelphia.
father.
And your dad.
Philadelphia.
That's
freedom.
right. And Ryan lives just right outside Philadelphia.
That's
so.
right. Great
And
town.
yeah, Frank Stallone. I haven't seen him in so long. Okay, so now do we have more?
There's no end to it.
We have more. We have more. Okay, great. Okay.
USB and the pencil.
When do we do the furniture and the carpet?
Okay, we ready? Here we go. So this next prize is no baggage, which is guys, girls, chickens, goats. Anybody can use this. It's not a makeup, it's a treatment. It goes under your eyes, brightens and tightens the under eye area. No baggage.
Did you say chickens or
Self-explanatory.
chicks?
I said chickens, but I meant chicks.
I thought so.
I was just making a little joke. Get it? Okay, so no baggage, and then you get 2 of the inspirational pen stylus, and you also get the flash drive with my Broadway CD on it, 21-piece orchestra, really, really fun CD, and 3 hypnosis programs. As I said before, no smoking, stop smoking, lose weight, spiritual reconnection with prayer for people with anxiety. That one is really great. And so that, and a signed autograph picture of me. So that is the bundle. So get your fingers on the keys. Go to Apple TV. Here we go. Name the movie this photo's from.
No idea.
You know what? This is a little more difficult, but
It's a lot more difficult because I know movies.
you know this one, Bobby?
Really?
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 Ah.
Don't say anything. Don't say
They
anything.
mass-produced that lamp after the movie. Yeah.
Well, that I can believe, but I'm
So
shocked.
here is this bundle right here, and I'm waiting for the winner.
Kathy Gans.
Kathy Gans. Kathy Gans, you are the winner of that bundle, and the movie is, Bobby? I don't know. I don't. A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story. You didn't know it. You didn't say.
I just couldn't think of the whole title.
Okay. Yes, A Christmas Story. All right. So now we're going to move to numbers, I think. We're out of trivia, right?
Well,
Okay, hold on.
aren't we done? or
No, we're not done.
We're not done.
There's more.
There's more.
I want to give away stuff. All right. So this is number 5. There's a ring that goes with this, and it's really great because it's stretchy, so it can fit any size, and it's a silver circle, and I forgot to bring it out and put it on here. So just know that this necklace comes with a matching ring, and it is really awesome, and it will fit almost anybody. This is from Paparazzi. It's a really great necklace, and I like long
Beautiful.
necklaces.
They
because,
really are amazing.
aren't they? And it's so great. It's
But I mean, you know,
lead
it's-
and nickel
it's-
free, so there's nothing
it's-
in it that will turn.
But
or,
everything
you know,
looks so
be bad for
expensive.
you.
I mean, that stuff just looks expensive to
It's
me.
so great. And your mom loved costume jewelry, didn't she? She would have loved this. So this is a nice long necklace with turquoise, and
She would have loved it because
it
she
has a
loved
matching
green
ring to
and
it.
turquoise.
Matching ring. And so there you go. I'm going to do this right now.
It's going to be a number.
It's going to be a number. It's going to be a number. You guess the number that's in my head. In a moment, I will give you clues. And then I'm going to throw that number to you. And I want you to guess the number for the necklace and the ring. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm going to pick a number. Right now, let's see here.
D, 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 D,
Oh,
D,
yes,
D,
okay.
D, 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 D.
All right. Take a peek. Okay, so I am thinking. I got it? I'm going to let you get back because this is going to go so fast. All right?
D.
Good, Todd. Here we go.
Great.
You know what I love when you said, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. When we were doing and I thought it was supposed to be a song.
That's true.
I
No,
didn't-
you thought I said the name and gave it away,
I
but
know.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, look me. Look me now. Okay, don't guess.
Because you don't know what it could be a 10,000.
A number between 1 and 10, it is a single, 1 and 9, it's a single digit number. I'm throwing it to you right now.
You're making it easy, eh?
7.
Okay, we're waiting.
Between 1 and 9.
Dora's going to shout out that name to me. Between
see,
1 and
people-
9.
4.
You don't get anything if you
You
get
would
it.
not look good in that necklace. So
Can I
I'm
see
just.
it?
Here we go. I know. 1 and 9, one digit. The first person that gets it gets a necklace with a matching ring and a signed photograph of yours truly.
You guys are running out of numbers here. Terry Dixon. Terry Dixon had it.
Terry Dixon. Terry Dixon, you are the winner of the necklace and the ring. And that's right. Here you go. Terry Dixon, you are the winner. And the number was and is still 2.
Number
Okay?
2,
Yes.
sir. You know where?
Okay, let's do that again. One more, and then we'll say goodnight.
More?
Oh, well, no, we'll announce the auction winner.
I was going to say, geez.
All right, hold on.
It's like a marathon.
Huh?
We got 20
This is
minutes.
what is the last gift?
No more gifts.
Huh?
That's it.
That was the 6th one?
That's 6 gifts. How many more do you?
Last chance to beat
Oh, yes. Okay, so let's
Put the cap on.
close the auction item now.
Okay, so this
that
is your
was
last.
6. Sorry, I got
Okay,
so
I
excited.
I can bring that
We'll
back
be
up.
giving away more things on Wednesday.
And we'll have.
And
Okay, so
yeah.
there's the dress.
Okay, so the auction is closing.
Well, wait.
No.
Just quickly review.
Okay.
And you give them a minute, and this is
Do you
it.
see how cranked up I get over this all?
Jacked
I
up.
get so excited.
The outfit and the Bruno Mali shoes is one lot, and that'll include the dance floor that
Right.
we've talked about from DR Studios. The other lot was the brochure, the cup, and the plates.
Right.
The mother of pearl cup, the plates. These are from Debbie's
piece of
personal
the
stuff.
dance floor.
And again, a piece of the dance floor, and a certificate of authenticity from.
Oh, there's a certificate of authenticity from
Anything that
you.
gets up into these numbers gets the certificate.
And the dance floor piece. By the way, so just pay attention.
You may have to
because we're gonna
wait
need
a
the
little bit of
numbers.
time because we need the plaques to be made for the dance floor. So
No, we're sending the dance floor piece after. We're sending
All right.
all this out now, and then the dance floor piece when it
I would
gets
like
here.
to say one other thing. You've got to pay for your own shipping on this stuff because you haven't mentioned that before. And unless
No,
it's,
we have a flat rate of $7 on the
but like your
heavy stuff.
because you're now getting into dresses and bigger things.
Yeah, but that doesn't weigh anything.
Okay, but
All
if the
right.
item gets up to a high enough price, it doesn't matter. But it will cover it. But
Yes.
but like
So here we go. We're just going to close that now.
okay, auction closing.
Auction
Thank you everybody for
closing.
bidding on
Thank
all
you for
that.
bidding.
It helps support our local police and all of our local charities that we're supporting. And we'll do a little.
We'll always
Let's do a little remote video when we take some
when we-
donation over to
to
the
the,
ranch and other things.
yeah, to the Mickey
You guys
Ranch.
will enjoy that because it's something that
then
you're
you
also
see what
supporting.
you're supporting.
Yeah,
And
you're getting
I've got
stuff.
the winners of the auction. All right. The Debbie outfit closed out at $500, and it's Frank Ferruccio.
Frank, I do not want to see a
We have two new
photograph.
friends, by the way, Frank Ferruccio and Philip Bamberger.
But
so
Frank,
welcome.
we don't want to see any photographs of you wearing this dress.
You know what? It is. Look, can I just tell you? I looked you up to see what you do and what you're about. And he is a huge Jane Mansfield fan. And he had made a kind of a, I think it might have been like a documentary or something. I'm going to ask you more about that.
But Jane was built a little heavier than Debbie.
Yes, but I like Jane Mansfield too because she was just out there.
But
You know, I just loved her. Huh?
Okay, cool.
Okay, so number 2.
You can wear the shoes if
the
you
Debbie
want.
bundle. Oh my gosh, Lisa Eaton, your house is going to be like a museum. You
What
are
is
the winner at $650. Lisa Eaton, you did good.
She got the plates, the cup, and all the rest
She
of
got
it.
all the and believe me, we'll be throwing special things in there.
Well, you
for
gave her the cream too, right?
Yes.
We didn't really talk about that cream. That's more of a collectible. It's right there.
Where is it?
You didn't really bring that up. No, the other cream.
Oh, right here.
Yeah,
and,
we didn't bring that
And
up.
this goes with which bundle?
The bundle.
Oh, the clothes? Oh,
No,
the plates?
the
So
bundle.
we'll put it in both. Okay. So we're going to throw this in. It was Debbie's Studio Secrets by Debbie Reynolds, and it was what she wore every night of her life. So it's really a keepsake.
But it's actually still good.
Oh, I know. It's scary. It really is. But this was
Her favorite
her
stuff.
favorite. Yeah. And I was going to remake that for her. You know, when
Well, she swore by that stuff, and I don't know too many people that were in their 70s and 80s that were so well preserved and looked so great as she did.
had gorgeous skin.
So congratulations.
Lisa Eaton and Frank Ferruccio, congratulations to both of you. Now, everybody that won tonight, just go ahead and PM me in my private email or message on Facebook, the message box. Let me know your email address and if an address and hard address that you want these things sent to, whether it's the auction items, which we have, Frank, we have yours. Lisa, we have yours. But anyone that won anything tonight, please make sure I have your email address and your hard address. Just private message me and we'll go. Oh, we've now gone over to the nanny cam of my children. There's the turkey. Now, where's his wife?
She's not in there yet.
This is you know what?
He's
the
looking
door
for her.
isn't open wide enough. She doesn't
Well,
know how
if
to
he
use
can
the
get in
dog
there, the
door.
world can get
She
in
doesn't
there.
know how to use. The dog door is open, but she hasn't yet learned
I tell you
how
what,
to do
let's
it.
have a look outside. We'll see if she's
I
outside.
bet she's crying out
She's
there.
outside. There
She's
she is.
crying.
No, the door is open wide.
Yeah, but no, it's not. It's only open like this.
There's
and
the door.
She doesn't know yet. Yeah, even through the door, because she's really special. All right, so we're going to sign off. I want to thank everybody, especially you, Marcus Collins, for allowing me to interview you and being a good friend. And also, just want to say good night to everybody, because as usual, you know how much we love you and care about you. And I love getting to know each and every one of you through your pages. Those of you I don't know personally, we appreciate you. Thursday, I believe Thursday, we're going to deliver 1,000 bottles of hand and surface sanitizer to the Las Vegas Metro Police Department, and that's because of you. I want to thank you so much because of the generosity of your auction bidding, and so we're able to do that. That's great. And we'll be taking pictures when we give donations to the animal charities that are here.
I think that should be next week, this week too.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. We adore you. Have a great night. Let's sign out with Todd's signature. Remember when we were kids and
It's
they
not
would
my signature. This is a Debbie special.
But you remember when we were kids and they would play this really high-pitched thing when the TV was about to go off for the night.
the test tone.
You didn't get to
It's
watch
actually
TV
not high
all
pitch.
night.
It's
You
one.
didn't have to pay for 500
It's-
channels and have
Here's what
nothing
it
to
is.
watch.
It's a 1,000 cycle tone. It sounds like this.
Okay.
That's 1,000 cycles, and that is what we got to listen to. Here we go.
Yep.
Are we ready?
We are ready.
I'm getting in position. There it is. And
There's no place like home. On behalf of Dora, Robert, John Haas, and us, thank you for joining us. We'll see you on
Dwight.
Wednesday night,
Dwight's here.
and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm doing a makeover video, so just sign up for my lives, and you'll be all in. Thank you, everybody. Good night. We love you.